Well, we have some breaking news coming in. Iran continues to target Israel and US allies in Gulf as the war entered its fourth day. In the latest, 2 drones hit the US embassy in the Saudi capital of Riyadh. Now, Saudi Defense Ministry spokesperson said that a fire broke out at the building after a blast. US media reported that there were no casualties. Loud explosions were heard and clouds of smoke seen in the city's diplomatic quarter, home to foreign embassies in the capital and residences of foreign diplomats. Now, source said that Saudi Air Defense intercepted 4 drones targeting Riyadh diplomatic quarter. The US Embassy in Saudi Arabia has also issued shelter-in-place notification for citizens in Jeddah, Riyadh and other areas. Now, Qatar's military claimed that it intercepted 2 ballistic missiles early Tuesday morning. Loud explosions were heard across Doha as suspected Iranian missiles were neutralized in the sky early Tuesday. Missiles were also seen being intercepted over Israeli-occupied West Bank. Flares flying up and down in the sky could be seen from the West Bank city of Hebron, as well as over the Israeli cities of Tel Aviv and Haifa, where air raid sirens could be heard. And this is the breaking that we are getting in. Iran continues to target Israel and US allies in Gulf, and in the latest, 2 drones hit the US embassy in the Saudi capital of Riyadh. Saudi Defense Ministry spokesperson said that a fire broke out at a building after a blast, and US media reported that there were no casualties. Well, this is the latest that we are getting in right now. And in the latest, 2 drones hit the US embassy in the Saudi capital of Riyadh. And previously also, we have been getting updates and reports of Iran. We are hearing loud explosions, and this time it was Saudi Riyadh. And for more on this, my colleague Shivan Chanana brings you the latest. Well, Shivan, can you please tell me, we are hearing loud explosions and this time it was the US Embassy in Riyadh. Can you please get us more details on this?
Adya, this is unprecedented, number one. Number two, these developments are coming in faster than one can even, get used to at this point. Every 10 minutes, there is a new explosion taking place at a very pivotal point. US Embassy and 2 drones have hit it. And in the meantime that we were breaking this news to our viewers, there is another development that has come in, that there are 2 new blasts heard in Riyadh. We've never heard this before. In the last 4 days, we've heard Saudi Arabia getting targeted. This is now the 4th instance. First was, of course, in Riyadh when the blast took place. Then we heard of the Aramco facility, the oil facility, which was targeted just yesterday. Today, we're hearing of 2 drones which landed and blasted in the US Embassy. And now the latest 2 new blasts which have been heard in Riyadh. The fight is all across West Asia. Kuwait is reeling under repeated attacks coming in from Iran. UAE continuously facing these kind of attacks. And let me now focus more on the US missions across and essentially the damage that US is taking. Just yesterday, there was the report of 3 jets, the jets which came down in Kuwait. We also know now that earlier the number was 3, now it stands at 6 American troops that have died in the conflict so far. Along with that, we've learnt of the US consulate in Karachi, which was attacked in Pakistan. The green zone in Iraq around the US embassy, that was also infiltrated by protesters and rioters who were really gunning for the US embassy. And in the wake of all of this, let me also remind you that there's been an advisory which has been issued by the US State Department. They've asked their citizens to evacuate all these countries: Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Israel, West Bank, Gaza, of course, that all goes together, and then Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Syria, United Arab Emirates, Yemen. That's the entire West Asia. US is asking its citizens to leave from here. And they've also divided it into level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 zones. I'll quickly explain those to you. Level 2 is essentially exercise increased caution, and that stands for regions like Egypt, Jordan, Oman, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates. Then there is level 3. Reconsider your travel to these locations. That's Bahrain, Israel, Kuwait, Pakistan, and some regions in Pakistan are also in level 4, and Qatar as well. And let me come to level 4. That means do not travel for any reason whatsoever. And the citizens who are already here, they've already been asked to leave from all these 14 countries. Level 4 is Iran, Iraq, and Lebanon. So, you take any country and there is so much that is happening here in terms of the ongoing hostilities, which have widened beyond belief and in a very, very fast pace. Let me quickly also go over the developments that came in. The vessels. US flagged vessel has also been attacked near the Strait of Hormuz. This happened yesterday. Again, it was an Iranian attack. Iranians are not holding back. After the supreme leader was killed in his own house, in his office, now Iran is really launching in all domains. They're really firing on all cylinders at this point. Let me come over to Qatar very quickly. We'll go country by country. Qatar had mentioned that they are going to be changing their air defense technique. They will not be relying on their air defenses anymore. They will be relying on their air force to take down the incoming missiles, because Qatar is facing a major brunt of these incoming attacks from Iran as well. Their air force is doing this because the air defenses, even though they were intercepting missiles, the remnants of those missiles, the debris from those missiles and drones, they were falling, and the debris was causing casualties as well. So now they are resorting to taking down these missiles at a distance before they even enter proper Qatari land. Along with that, let me quickly go over to UAE. There have been over 170 missiles which have been intercepted by the UAE forces already, and somewhere over 660 drones, if I remember this correctly, that have been fired towards UAE, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. They're all on target. Regions where most of the world would go for a safe and for tourism. And today we're seeing it burn in pockets. The entire city is not locked down. We'd even spoken earlier to a passenger who was stuck in Abu Dhabi for over 48 hours, and he told us that there are regions which have been blocked, but otherwise the city is very much moving. But at this pace, the way these developments are coming in, it is really, really alarming as to what is going to be happening next. These are countries across the region which are facing these attacks. Let me quickly also go over other developments that came in. The US Embassy in Saudi Arabia, it has issued a shelter-in-place notice, and that essentially suggests that US authorities have urged Americans in several cities in Saudi Arabia to shelter in place, avoid the country's embassy in Riyadh after the facility was struck by the drones. So there is a lot of pandemonium, and America is taking damage out there. We are going to be tracking these developments very closely because they're coming at us at a very, very fast pace. This is a very intense war going on.
Right, Shivan, you're absolutely correct. And you know how Saudi Arabia has issued a security alert and shelter in place for March 3rd, urging American citizens in Jeddah, Riyadh and Dhahran to shelter in place immediately. We will be getting you all the details. Well, thank you so much, Shivan, for joining us and letting us know for all the updates that you got us. Thank you.